And then when you look at some of the starting pitchers, Michael Boyle and Zach Irwin from Radford and Clemson, these guys were the two aces of the staff all season, both sporting under 2 ERAs, both having awesome playoff runs. One a hard thrower in Irwin, one more of an off-speed guy in Boyle, but they both were dominant all season long, and when you can do that against the top hitters in the country, you got to tip the cap to both Boyle and Irwin.
Yeah, they were spectacular. Both sub-2 ERAs, some of the best batting average against on the Cape. And then you look at James Mulry. He was a solid pitcher, especially against YD. Went 3-0 against the Red Sox on the season, regular season and postseason combined. And you look at his opening day start, 7 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts, just a couple of hits. So it was great to see him, another lefty on the mound.
Then there were 2 righties, which 2 of the only righties in the Harwich staff, Robbie Califf and John Harris, both guys who were starters at the end of the season. Califf worked his way up from the bullpen, and he was a hard-throwing guy, one of the funniest guys in the bullpen. John Harris, they call Strasburg because he had that little goatee that he so resembled Steven Strasburg. Both guys really came into their own. Harris getting the only win against Orleans for Harwich this season.
And then Gavin Pettori. What a story he was, coming as a Division III player out of Wesleyan on a temp contract, earning himself a full-time contract, and he was in there. He got the start. One of the last games of the season against Brewster, and he was very good. Pitched 5 solid innings, and just one of the great guys on the team. Always had fun photobombing in our interviews. A great guy to have in the bullpen.
And then you talk about Ronnie Glenn from Pennsylvania, the nicest guy on the team, bar none, and a great summer too. He was 1 for 1 with the bat, and he had an under 1.7 ERA on the mound. Lots of strikeouts, including what stands out to me, a 5-inning, 5-strikeout scoreless performance against YD to force Game 3 and keep the season alive.
And then another guy that came in and pitched long relief, Jonathan Frevis, his second year with the Harwich Mariners, and he had a tremendous season. 2-0, 1.44 ERA in the regular season in 11 games. Gave up just 5 runs, 24 strikeouts, only 8 walks. He was spectacular, and obviously you look at his rocking motion as makes him very unique, and that was a joy to watch. But another guy that was just awesome to have around, great for the bullpen, and he was one of the leaders in getting that slingshot out to the Mariners bullpen.
One of the hardest throwers on Harwich, touched 96 and once 97, Seth McGarry from Florida Atlantic. And he had this forward stepping motion, which he developed on the Cape. It actually worked in Game 3 against YD to pick off Jordan Tarsevich at first base. But he was a guy who came in a little bit short and skinny, but nonetheless he was a hard thrower, and he had an impact out of the bullpen, one of those guys who pitched scoreless innings late in games.
And then we've talked about the long relievers, and Jacob Evans was the best long reliever that the Mariners had. Lefty out of Oklahoma with starter-type stuff. He went 2-0, an ERA of just 0.32 in 11 games. He was just incredible. Second on the team in strikeouts in the regular season. Check that. Third with 27. He was a guy that gave up just 2 runs, 1 earned at the entire season. An all-star, just a great option out of the pen.
Scott Tully from Notre Dame came over from the NECBL in the last week of the season after playing with Connor Biggio. Now he comes and plays with Kevin Biggio. His 1 appearance, 4 scoreless innings, and 4 strikeouts. An off-speed pitcher, but he had a big impact in Harwich.
And then another guy that came late, Andrew McDonald from Virginia Tech. Obviously, what sticks out with him is his beard. We mentioned that on multiple occasions, that he's got the best beard on the Cape, and he appreciated that compliment. And he also had a good performance on the mound. Came in against Chatham in his first appearance, and got through an inning scoreless. So it was great to see him have some success, and we'll look forward to watching him and Alex Perez play together at Virginia Tech.